This has been an amazing week for us. We've had sharing sessions here in the living room each evening. After the tours finished each day, we had the luxury of having this space to test out all of our material, through the course of the week when it was fresh. And it was just such a supportive environment through the whole week. And even though many, all of these tunes we had heard in one of these sharing sessions, there's still things that just happened tonight that I haven't even heard. Because the development was continuous, through and after all of these sharing sessions. But we've had an amazing week. I want to thank Ashley for helping us plan this whole week. So, I played cello. Hanukkah Castle and we played a concert here on Monday night, just as a duo, as a way to kick off the week. We all arrived Monday, and we started with a tour and then a concert. And it was just sort of like, everybody flew to this Fallingwater Creative Music Retreat, and we got to spend all of Monday in Fallingwater. It was really incredible. And Christy gave us a great tour, which really helped frame this experience, because we got to keep coming back each night, kind of understanding the space that we were in. And I also want to thank Justin Gunther, the executive director here at Fallingwater. I got to come here in September, just this last September for a couple days, and Justin and I did one of the fireside chats here at Fallingwater. So I played some music, and Justin asked me a lot of personal questions. But really, our conversations with Ashley and Justin, when I arrived here on the Wednesday, the day there's no tours, I magically arrived at like 2 p.m. or something when the cleaning crew was done. So they just basically opened that, I drove up and they said, "Here's the house." And I was like, "What do you mean?" And they said, "Go play some music in the house." And so my mind was blown and my heart sort of exploded. And I just wandered around the house trying to draw inspiration from the space. And I think it was through that experience, they were hearing music in different rooms maybe, and I found myself around the grounds and music was wafting. Basically, our conversations quickly evolved to how can we get more musicians here? How can we share this experience? How can we deepen the experience? And so that's what this week was an attempt to answer, is find a way for more people to feel connected to this property, to the Kaufmans, to Frank Lloyd Wright. So thank you to everybody here at Fallingwater for making us feel at home. We're going to end with 2 more tunes that we all wrote together as a group. We kind of, in our group classes, again, inspired by Frank Lloyd Wright's philosophy of learning by doing, I thought the best way to learn how to compose was to compose. So I think actually this first one we're going to play is, again, drawing on our experience at High Meadow. It's called Spider Dance. But I think this was actually the full confession is everything you've already heard did not exist at lunchtime on Tuesday. Now the next 2 pieces you hear, our final 2 pieces, were composed much earlier. They were composed before lunch on Tuesday. And these were sort of our first session. So this was the first tune. I think the process for this one was I tried to prove to them how fast we could make something. And so I actually would just play them 3 phrases, and I said, "Vote. Which one do you like more?" And they voted for number B.
Number B. Yeah.
And then I said, "Okay, well, if number B is our first phrase, then here's 3 options for the second phrase." And we literally built the tune that way, as quick as we could. And I was just trying to kind of open this faucet of creativity, if we just do this. And so I think I technically, created all the phrases, but then they voted out all of the bad ones. And then after we had the melody, the arrangement that you're going to hear was fully a group effort. So this is the world premiere of Spider Dance. Just one more piece for you all. Like any good sort of, social dance, we're going to end with a waltz. And we actually had a surprisingly long conversation about whether we could get you to waltz. We were debating the logistics of chairs, and collection, and your willingness to dance. And then the moment we walked in here and were told how many people were going to be here, we're like, oh, right, there's not going to be. So that's fine, but we want you to dance in your hearts. This tune, again, was one of our early tunes from Tuesday morning. And I think the way this one develops is, each phrase was composed by a different person, but kind of indirect response to the previous phrase. So it kind of had this linear path, but every phrase was created by someone different. And what we ended up with was just a nice little almost waltz. And I think we ended up calling this Frank's Waltz. And I'd like to dedicate it to Frank because it's his birthday tomorrow. Yeah. Yeah.
Frank who?
The full disclosure is that Hanukkah Castle and I are married, and we have a 5-year-old who I've gotten many Frank Lloyd Wright things from various gift shops, some of which were very close to where we're standing now. But our daughter is unable, she's a 5-year-old, she's unable to say Frank Lloyd Wright yet. So she just refers to him as Franklin Wright. So that's who. Before we end, can we just do one quick round of introductions, because everybody that has been performing tonight has put in so much energy. So we've got Brendan Phelps on the cello. We've got Celia also on the cello. And vocals, and then Catalina on cello and vocals. We've got Mimi John on the erhu and the donhu. We have Josh Plotner on everything else. We have Nick on the fiddle. Lachlan on the fiddle and guitar. Emily on the fiddle. And thank you again to Hanukkah Castle for helping lead this whole week. Thank you all so much for coming out. We'll end with Frank's Waltz. How does this one go?